thanks for the introduction, Keith, and welcome everybody. I'll tell you a few words about our company, Millrock. And Keith exaggerated a bit. It hasn't been 10 years. It was really just 5 years ago that we started Millrock. But Keith was a participant in that initial public offering when we started the company. And we're a project generator style exploration company. We're TSX Venture Exchange. We have a very small office, actually just upstairs with one person in it. And the rest of the people, and it's quite a large company now, 18, 20 employees, we all live in Anchorage, Alaska, including myself. And we focus on Alaska and the state of Arizona. A project generator, there's other companies that follow this model, but it's a very small subsector, really, of the exploration mining business. Other companies that have been quite successful with it are Almaden, Virginia Gold Mines, and perhaps the greatest project generator of all time, Altius Minerals, whose footsteps we're doing our best to follow. Now, as investors, I have to warn you that things might not necessarily work out the way I predict today. But I don't like to breeze by this legal slide because we really have accomplished everything we set out to do 5 years ago. We've created a long-term, sustainable, pure exploration company that over time will make great discoveries of ore deposits. And we're starting to get some real exploration success now. Here's the key things that one investor should look for in any junior exploration company. And I think that you'll see that Millrock scores quite highly on all these fronts. It's a high-risk business, mineral exploration, and I'm a pragmatic person. We're just looking for a way to reduce the risk that's inherent in mineral exploration. We do this by having multiple projects at any one time, but convincing other companies to share the high-risk first exploration phases, the first few drill holes on the project. So we take money that shareholders have given us by investing in our company and leverage it so that it's a great deal more money going in the ground. Here's the basic model. Down the left-hand side, our geologists come up with concepts, do the initial research. But as soon as we can move to the right-hand slide, the better. We make an option agreement with bigger mining companies and convince them to pay for the earliest stage exploration. If there's success, our shareholders cash in. If we find a mine, then our shareholders really cash in through sale of the asset or ultimately even sale of the company. So we've been pretty successful at this so far. These are companies that are our current business partners, and they're good names. And I'll tell you, this is one of the most effective slides I show in my presentation because these companies don't give away millions of dollars. So it tells you, as an investor, there's got to be something behind the quality of the projects that Millrock's bringing forward to them. And here's the proof. This year, most junior companies dare not spend the money if they had it, and those that didn't have money are in big trouble. Yet this was one of the most active years of exploration ever for Millrock, where our budget overall was $11 million for the year, but only $1 million, in fact, a little less than $1 million of that came out of our own treasury. Almost all the money comes from our partner companies, Teck, Kinross, Inmet, Vale. So that's how the model works, and it's been very effective. And as I mentioned, we're starting to have exploration success. The tide seems to be rising. The market seems to be coming with us now, and our share price is increasing. In fact, this slide is from last week, and so we moved on up to in about the 30-cent range. 70 million shares out. We have cash in a bank. We haven't done a financing since early 2010, and we don't have any intention of doing one anytime soon. We've almost built our company to the point where it's cash flow positive, which is almost unheard of in a pure exploration company. Most geologists raise money on the stock market and blow it all drilling holes, and very few of them have success. We're building a company that's sustainable over time and that will ultimately succeed. We've got a great team of people. I'll point out Phil St. George in particular. He's a great friend of mine and a great geologist. He's got some super discoveries to his name, including the Pebble deposit in Alaska, and previously as VP Exploration for NovaGold, really helped expand the Donlin Creek deposit. So between he and I, we've got some great ideas on where to find more of these very large deposits in Alaska and Arizona, and we're going about the business of exploring them. So again, we reduce risk by having multiple projects. There's always a steady pipeline of projects open, and we have numerous projects. But we can't possibly afford to explore all of these by selling stock in our company. So we do it by making partnerships with other companies. And you can see those projects that have another company's logo beside them those are partnered out. We have a number of projects that are looking for partners right now. But this is how we reduce the risk, by having multiple exploration projects operating at any one time. So we're not putting all our eggs just on one basket. I will point out in particular the Estelle project. It's in central Alaska, just to the northwest of Anchorage, and it's a joint venture now with Teck. You can see Pebble at the south end of the map. We're operating the same belt of magmatic rocks that host that amazing deposit. And that black outlined area is an area that I've been particularly interested in. It's got all the very similar signs of giant porphyry deposits like Pebble, or gold-only intrusion-related deposits. So we've got a number of claim blocks within that large black outline, but in particular, the Estelle is the one I want to mention today. Shown there, the blue outline is joint ventured with Teck. The other claims colored in red are our claims, but not joint ventured. And it's fantastic country to prospect in. It's a high mountainous country. Glaciers are receding. It's exposing rocks that no geologist has ever seen before. We spotted this outcrop from the air a few years ago. The bright orange color attracted our attention, and it turns out the orange colors is disseminated, oxidized arsenopyrite with gold. And so we've been exploring there for 2 more seasons since. Bear this ridge in mind for the next photograph. You can see it way in the background now on the left-hand side. But down in the valley below, we discovered a very large soil geochemical anomaly. I've shown it as the yellow shaded area. And we did 2 lines of induced polarization geophysical survey, and 2 areas were shown to be anomalous. They're shown in the red lines. And 2 years ago, we drilled the hole shown in yellow. So we had a very broad intersection of low-grade gold mineralization, almost 400 meters at 0.4 grams. Well, this was very interesting, but not high enough grade. So we set out this year to drill this series of 4 holes shown in black to find the higher grade mineralization. And that's indeed exactly what we've done. We announced this result earlier this week, hole 4, which had over 40 meters at 1.1 grams per ton. So it seems like the deposit, as we know it now, which stretches over at least 700 meters, is increasing to the southeast. And we've now done a full-blown IP survey and find, well, maybe we were just getting into it with that final hole, and that we should need to move just a bit further to the southeast. Here's the IP results from the same survey area, looking straight down on it now in plan view. You can see where the holes are. You can see the 4th hole, 41 meters of 1.1 grams, and we were just getting into that IP anomaly. It would be nice to have these results before the drilling started, but that's the reality of the Alaska exploration season. So we'll be back next year to test that bullseye. Further to the south in the property, this is a brand new discovery. Our geologists found gold at surface. We drilled a hole on this ridge and got just a great result. It's over 100 meters of 1 gram per ton gold and a 22-meter core zone of 2 grams per ton. So we'll be following this up next year for sure with a series of drill holes. I want to just bring to your attention one brand new project to show you that we've got an open pipeline. This is an opportunistic thing that we did. We noticed that a company that held these claims for over 25 years suddenly dropped them. There's a gold copper resource known on the project of a couple of 100,000 ounces of gold in a skarn style mineralization, but we see great potential for a porphyry, a really large deposit. And so this is brand new. We're just sifting through the data that we have for it now, and we'll get a partner for this project soon. Had some great results that just came in this week. We're drilling now in Arizona, and I would say we almost always have a drill turning. And that's an accomplishment for a junior company. These are the catalysts that can make our stock go up in the very near future over the coming 6 months. And we'll continue to deliver on everything we said we were going to do. Well, thanks very much, Keith.